What's up guys, my name is Ali and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're going through something or you're stressed, I just want to tell you, tranquilo. Stay for a while and enjoy the vibes. As humans, at one point or another, we've all dealt with something that required a little bit of coping. Now, do we always do it in the healthiest of ways? Definitely not. This is why I made a tier list of 20 of the most popular coping mechanisms. Today we're gonna rank them from healthy AF to not helping at all. To start it off, we're gonna do combat sports. Typically when someone's hurt, it can be like a stress reliever to go out and do something like boxing or MMA. I'm gonna give combat sports a healthy. This is because you're doing something good for your body, but it's not fully healing and you're probably taking out your anger on a bag that doesn't really deserve it. Next, we're gonna go into drugs. Now drugs is definitely you're making it worse. If you're taking any form of drugs to cope with what you're dealing with, you're not actually dealing with it, you're just escaping from it. So I definitely think that by taking drugs you're making it any problem worse. All right, next we got eating. Stress eating, I definitely think that is also making it worse. Usually we go to foods like pizza or fast food, things like that. I just can't see it being a healthy way to deal with any problems. Whenever you eat foods like these, you just feel worse after. This is definitely one that I use from time to time, but I don't think it's healthy at all. Now we got changing your hairstyle appearance. So women usually do this by coloring their hair or cutting their hair short. Men will do this by growing out their hair, getting a buzz cut, or growing out their beards. I think this is mid. Honestly, if you're dealing with a heartbreak or something and you do something like this, you feel like a brand new person, refreshed. It doesn't really help you cope with the problem, but it can help your mood. So I'm gonna go with mid for the changing your hairstyle. Next, we got online dating. I don't think this is really helping with your problems, because say you just got out of a relationship, you're not gonna find something healthy and healing in an online dating world. You're gonna find cheap pleasures and you're gonna find attention seekers. Just really not a great place to be. So yeah, online dating is not helping, but I don't think it's making the problem worse. Next we got journaling. I think journaling is a great coping mechanism. Should we put it healing AF or healthy? I think journaling is healing AF, honestly, because when you journal, you kind of put your thoughts onto paper. Like I remember in stressful times when I was journaling, it really helped me deal with what I was going through and kind of helped me synthesize what was going on. When you have all these thoughts in your head, you kind of don't fully process what's going on. But when you have to make them into real sentences, definitely makes a difference. Moving forward, we got gambling. I don't know what you're dealing with that you gotta go gamble in the casino. Definitely making it worse. Definitely making it worse. I don't see any way that gambling helps your situation. You're just losing money. You're not dealing with any problem. You're escaping from it. Any escapism is making your problems worse. Now we got religion. I'm gonna put religion as, I think it's healthy. You're not really harming anyone by diving deep into religion. See, people when they deal with things, especially loss, sometimes tend to dive into religion and get really deep into it and start praying a lot more often, and I think that can be a good thing. I just think you have to also not use it as an escape. Like say you're dealing with a problem and you're just, oh, I'll just pray until it goes away. Don't just do that. Actually work on the problem. You have to actively do some work to make sure that it goes away. I'll give religion healthy. Listening to music is a great coping mechanism. I don't think it's healing AF. I think it's healthy too. A lot of people I know listen to music. Like I don't know how people do this, but when they're sad, they listen to actually sad music and then it makes the problem go away. For me, that doesn't click. When I'm sad, I want to listen to happy, uplifting music that makes me like energetic. Whatever music it is, it can definitely switch your mood around and kind of pick you up in a down place. Like there's been times where I was really, really down and listening to music literally just did a 180. All right, next we got going to the gym. Healing AF. Any physical improvement that you're doing is gonna have amazing results mentally. There also is a caveat to this. If you're using the gym as like, oh, I'm fighting demons, and you're just escaping from everything by going to the gym, that is also not healthy. Gym is in general healing AF. You're bettering your body, you're strengthening your mind, and you're just gonna come back looking stronger, better. Everything overall is just gonna be way better. Next we got drinking. You're making it worse. This ties right into the drugs. You're escaping from your problem. You're not really facing your problem head on, and when you're done drinking, you wake up the next morning with a hungover, worse off physically. You kill some gray matter in your brain, and so you're less equipped to deal with your problems actually. Next we got getting obsessed with self-help. Reading a lot of these self-help books, the blog posts, I put that as a mid. It's another form of escapism. Like you think that you're actually improving yourself and you think that you're productive, but reading all these books without implementing anything really doesn't do anything. Wanting to improve yourself is good, but you really need to like actually implement what you're learning and not just try to feel productive by watching a million podcasts and reading 20 books and actually not acting on any of it. Next we got binge watching TV shows. I'm honestly gonna put it as mid. Now this might be controversial, but I think at mid it's in a great spot because you're really not deteriorating your body as much. It's an escape, but it's a healthy escape that you can do at the end of a day When you're ready, you did your work, you did everything, and you can wake up the next morning pretty normal. Unlike drinking when you have a hangover. So I think it's an okay escape, and that's why I'm gonna put it as mid. Next we got gaming. I'm also gonna put this at mid. I don't think this is a healthy thing to do, but I think the gaming community really helps to deal with some issues. If you're playing with a group of friends that all play at the same time, it gives you that sense of like, I'm not alone. These people are playing with me. We're in this together. It's not healthy because it is kind of like an escape. Gaming is not the worst thing you can do when you're trying to cope with a problem. And I've definitely used it as a coping mechanism in the past as well. Yoga is a healthy coping mechanism. I don't think anyone can dispute me on that. It's great. You go to yoga, you feel better physically and mentally after. It's not healing AF though. It's just yoga. Therapy, I'm gonna put therapy at mid. Personally, I haven't had any experience with therapy, so I can't speak on its effects. I'm just speculating. I think that if you're going through something, it might help you. I think the results are too varied between people for me to say that it's fully healthy. It's a worthwhile option to explore if you're dealing with something, to go to speak to a therapist. We got getting impulsive tattoos. So permanently modifying your body to deal with something that you're going through is definitely an extremely unhealthy coping mechanism. I do not recommend anyone to do this. And if you think this is a healthy coping mechanism, maybe you should go seek out a therapist. Alright, so now we got this guy. This guy just gave up on everything. This is a meme called a doomer, and this guy just gave up on everything. He really doesn't care anymore. Whatever he's going through, it broke him to the point he has no will to keep going. I mean, depending on his spot in life financially and his family responsibilities, if it's a single person that's well off and doesn't really have any family issues, it's not helping, but you're not making it worse. I'm gonna put this as not helping. Giving up, it's not helping. I don't think it's making the problem worse though. You're just accepting it for what it is. Next we got retail therapy. See, retail therapy is an interesting one because it can go from healing AF to healthy to mid to not helping to you're making it worse. And that all depends on your financial situation. If you're balling and you can afford to spend a few $1,000s, it's healing AF. I go to the store, I buy myself new clothes, put it on, feel good. It's healing. If you're breaking your bank and using credit cards to go do retail therapy, then it's definitely making it worse, which is why I'm just gonna put it in a neutral, not helping. And last but not least, we got this guy diving into work. It's definitely not helping. It's another form of escape. Honestly, I think diving into work is mid. When you think about it, it is a form of escape. And I think as long as you're not neglecting your family or neglecting your loved ones, it's definitely a valid coping mechanism. And you can end up making more money doing way better work because you actually have something to work on. Sitting around and moping does not help any situation. That's the video, guys. I've been Ali Tranquilo, and I hope that you might have got a different perspective on some of the coping mechanisms that you typically use. If you liked the video, make sure you like the video and smash the subscribe button, guys. Let's build a great community of people that are trying to learn and improve themselves on a daily basis. I'm Ali, and I'm out.